Cada día sale el sol, nuevas esperanzas son. Dios habla a tu corazón, sanándote, alimentando tu vida con bálsamo de vida, con bálsamo de vida, bálsamo de vida.
Bálsamo de vida con Rosmery y Reid.
A few days ago, I was reading something online where it said, hell will be full of people with good intentions. And I came to the realization that in the countless attempts that we make to please God, we do things that in the end we realize are not, and will not ever be pleasing to the Lord. May God bless you and keep you. On this day, we will be reflecting under the title, God's Way. In the book of 1 Samuel chapter 15 verses 1 to 22, it tells the story of King Saul's disobedience. Now to summarize very quickly, God sent the prophet Samuel to anoint Saul as king over the people of Israel. And he told him in verses 2 and 3, "This is what the Lord Almighty says. I will punish the Amalekites for what they did to Israel when they waylaid them as they came up from Egypt. Now go attack the Amalekites and totally destroy all that belongs to them. Do not spare them. Put to death men and women, children and infants, cattle and sheep, camels and donkeys." Saul goes to defeat the Amalekites. However, he takes it upon himself to take alive the king of the Amalekites and the best of the sheep and cattle, the fattened animals, and everything that was good. Saul thought it would be a great idea to set aside the best sheep and the best of the cattle to offer sacrifices to God. And although Saul had good intentions, God gave very clear instructions to destroy everything and spare nothing. And when the prophet Samuel confronted him, he made him understand where he was at fault. He says in verse 22, "Does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as much as in obeying the Lord? To obey is better than sacrifice, and to heed is better than the fat of rams." So let me ask you this today. Have you thought about whether you are doing things according to how God wants or in your own way? Have you ever stopped to analyze the consequences of doing things in your own way? We can truly have the best intentions in the world, but the reality is that even good intentions are not enough when it comes to instructions that we must follow from God. The Lord is demanding our obedience today. Stop for a minute and think about that ministry or project you are thinking of starting. Even if it is with the best intentions, the most important thing is that you have divine approval and instruction to be able to carry it out. The support that you will have and the relief you'll feel in your soul to know that you are under divine instruction and approval will be like nothing else. It cannot be compared. So may God help us today to put aside our good intentions, which, to be clear, it's not that it's bad. As we said at the beginning, the human being always tries to do what he believes will please God. But the most important thing is to do things in God's style, in His way. This is what God is pleased with. He values obedience. This is your sister Vanessa Ortiz, and may God bless you.
Gracias por estar ahí, escuchando Bálsamo de Vida. Si estas palabras han edificado tu vida, escríbenos a balsamodevidareflexiones@gmail.com y síguenos en nuestras redes sociales. Reflexiones Bálsamo de Vida. Que su gracia te cubra en este día.